What's good, y'all? We back again. Sunday. Work tomorrow. Full week work. But it is what it is. I feel like this because I just got done watching like 30 minutes of Brazil travel propaganda on TikTok, and it just got me feeling like, damn, bro. I should be somewhere with warm weather right now and sand and just chilling, man. But in due time. But today, my video is going to be on preparation, being prepared for success. So many times when we have all these aspirations and we have these goals, and when they actually start happening, we actually start getting there, we actually start achieving these goals, something that could be something that people don't think about and something that could be just as dangerous or just as bad as failing your goals is when you reach your goals and then you're not prepared for them. You didn't put in the systems in place to prepare for that success that you plan for. I'll give you an example, actually. So you see a lot of rich or famous people, actors, athletes, they'll get immediate wealth or immediate growth. It'll be like sudden growth. And then next thing, they lost all their money, or that they couldn't take it no more because it was too stressful, or things like this. And all of that is just preparation. If you have these goals, yeah, that's good. It's great to have these goals, and it's great to achieve the goals, but the goals could be just as detrimental to you if you're not prepared, because it's almost like a curse instead of a blessing, because you're going from living life like this, and then all of a sudden you got to live life like this, and you might have pretty much you gotta be in a zone where you're already prepared for where you're gonna go. And I'm actually talking to myself specifically, because a lot of what I'm doing or what I've done in the past won't cut it for the future. So, for example, the way I would manage my finances, or the way I manage my finances now, yeah, everything's all right. I don't have too much going out every month. I have way more coming in than is going out. But at the same time, I'm not tracking nothing. Because in my head, I've always just had the idea of, okay, you already know that you're saving way more than you're spending, so you're good. You don't got to track nothing. And yeah, that was fine. That cut it for the last 5 years of my life, but it won't cut it for the next 5, because where I plan to go, everything's going to have to be tracked. Might be in some seasons where things might be tight, where if I don't pre-plan things slowly, I might not be in the situation that I want to be in financially. And it even goes even more than financially. It could be mentally too. Let's say you're used to only dealing with a couple predetermined things, maybe your job and then paying a couple bills. But let's say now you got to pay 30 different bills. You're dealing with a job, you're dealing with a business. It could start to get stressful. And if you're not prepared for it, if you don't already have people to help you in place, if you didn't already hire a accountant, if you don't already have someone doing your taxes, if you don't have someone who could help you manage these things, then if you're dealing with it all at once, it could break you. It could literally break you. So it's just a reminder to myself and to you guys to prepare for where you're going, and not just think about where you're at now, or don't think that whatever you're doing in the past is going to cut it for the future. Because why would what you were doing in the past be the same thing that you're going to do when you're dealing with 10x or 100x what you had before? It won't cut it. It doesn't make sense. That's like saying you're going to put regular gas in a F-150, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, instead of using, does the F-150 take? I don't know, but you know what I'm saying? It's like saying you're going to put regular gas in a supercar. It's just not going to work. Like, yeah, the gas could go in there. Yeah, the car might run, but it's not going to run properly. The car's going to be struggling. because it's not meant to use that gas. It's not meant for that load of gas. So just make sure you're preparing yourself for where you're going to go, because like I said, having success could be just as bad as not having it if you're not prepared. So just a reminder, like I said, a lot of these videos I be talking to myself, but I'm just talking to y'all, but really it's stuff that I got to hear. So something that I'm going to start implementing, and specifically I really want to do with my finances, because I just know it's not automated to where it needs to be right now. And on top of that, it's not tracked. And anything that you don't track, you could lose pretty much. So yeah, that's pretty much the video, y'all. Just make sure you're prepared for whatever season you're going into life. It's like a game. Like you going into the championship game. You can't use the same moves. You can't use the same drills. You can't use the same tactics that you was using for the regular season, because it's not going to cut it for that championship game. You got to come with something different. You got to come with more. You got to come with better training. You got to come with more resources. You got to surround yourself with people who are better, and a team. You got to have the right team. And that's all it is for real. Pretty much just surrounding yourself with the right team to just ensure that once you get to where you're going, you're like, okay, I'm ready for this. I get hit with this, boom, I hand it off to this person. I get hit with this, boom, I already had this ready to throw at it. And next thing you know, you're not stressing no more. You're not, or if you are stressing, it's not to the point where it would have been. You know, you're more relaxed. You could deal with these problems as they come because you were prepared. And that's all I'm just saying for real. Just make sure you're prepared for wherever you're going into. But appreciate y'all watching. That's all I got for y'all today.